Y'all, I've got a ton of brand new UFO sightings for you guys today, so we're gonna jump right in, and don't worry, beer's on me. Starting with this fascinating sighting from Louisville, Kentucky, the 8th of September, 2025, where a witness notices some strange bright red orbs in the sky, starts recording immediately. You can hear in their voice their frustration when they're not able to capture it for a longer time or get more information. Take a look.
Is that? No, it's green light. Shit.
Very fascinating, and they do look like orbs. In my opinion, they don't look like things that are traditionally in the sky. However, this is why I tell people to have sky guide apps and flight route apps in their phones to help them find out what's actually in our skies. Next, an eerie sighting from Brooklyn, New York on the 29th of November, 2025. Witnesses saw these strange red lights in the sky, one of them moving. While recording, they saw a flashing purple cube in the recording, which made no sense. Check it out. I find the orbs to be fascinating, and to be honest, even the flashing purple cube is very interesting. However, we don't have more information. Like, were they recording behind a glass? Because if so, that could have been the reflections from the IR sensors on their phone. Next, we have some of my favorite UFO clips from the volcano Mount Popo, where you're actually going to see like the cylindrical shapes going above the volcano, which make no sense. But my favorite that is included in this is the little UFO that stops at the edge of the volcano, kind of turns around and comes down as if it's gonna go into the lava. Smash like and check this out. Now you guys know, as anytime I mention these volcano UFOs, they are some of my favorites because what are they doing? And what technology do they have that they can withstand the lava? Next, we have a recent upload of an event that happened about a year ago, January of 2024, where this strange metallic sphere was captured over Chile. The observer, the witness, was a little nervous to put out the video, especially with like the Bogosphere stuff going on, but they feel that enough time has passed because they want to know what the hell this was.
Un dron.
No, un globo de los chinos, ¿no?
Ya, una vez yo vi en la monita así parado allá y salió una
Sí, se desapareció.
¿Ah?
I find this fascinating. We've seen many metallic sphere UFOs throughout history, some of them a little more egregiously fake than others, aka the Bogosphere, although we still don't know. However, I love that this one was like speeding across and it wasn't just standing there. Something was definitely up with that sphere. Meanwhile, in Russia, on the 4th of December 2025, another UFO was seen in the sky. Actually multiple, but the one in this video that I feel really sticks out is a triangular shaped UFO in the sky. It looks almost pyramid-like, and the reason I find it fascinating is because over the years, we've seen the pyramid UFO over the Kremlin and over the White House and over very major and important places around the world. So to now see another triangular or pyramid-like UFO over Russia from a different witness, I find it fascinating. Take a look.
Потому что вот если вы видите, вот облачко над солнышком, и все, и так пасмурно, но облаков пока таких вот нет. Вот что это такое, я не знаю. Вот такая вот штука. Вот вышла я подышать свежим воздухом на балкон. Теперь буду думать весь день, что такое. птички летают. Треугольник висит. Всех с добрым утром.
Next, we have one of the clearest UFOs in history. This is a tubular or cylindrical-like UFO with great shine and lights. It was actually captured in 2011. So we're going to see that original video, but with modern technology, we were able to zoom in, enhance, and track this UFO and get a better quality image of what it looks like. Take a look. I think it's very interesting. And around 2011, we were seeing a lot more tic tacs, a lot more cylinders, and a lot more orbs. These are some of the craft that I say are here doing some type of surveillance, because what the hell else could they be doing? They've been here for so long, we haven't seen anything else happen, so they must be watching. Jumping back into the volcanoes, this next clip is actually more recent, and it comes from the 3rd of March, 2025. Over in Chile, in the Volcano Villarica, another UFO. Weird UFO activity around volcanoes. What are they gathering energy from the volcanoes? I still want to know how they withstand the heat. Take a look. Well, that sucker came from way up above and was zooming down. It did look like it veered left, so I don't know that it was actually going into the volcano. Still very close and very weird. Next, we have a clip with a ton of fast movers. These UFOs are zipping across the skies of Australia. This occurred December 4th of 2025, and honestly, they make no sense. Now, I'm going to try my best to cut out the copyright music from the audio so you can hear the witness, but it might remove all audio because copyright music can be a little tricky sometimes. But take a look and enjoy.
I like doing this because you just get a whole lot more content in these videos, and these I have a lot of blinkers mixed in with these orbs, and just in a couple weeks, then these orbs is going to be at the winter solstice. It'll be around the 25th, and what's really cool is when they're on the way back. And January and February, it seems like is when I get some of my best photos and videos is during that time of year. And it seems like they move closer at that time. Maybe it's just because it's cold or whatever, but they are really some good videos at that time of year.
Now that was a lot. That was a lot of UFOs. And if you take into consideration how he was talking and the speed of the music and his camera, none of that was sped up. Like, that was all happening in real time. So they were just zipping across the skies in Australia. Doing what exactly? Next, we have a sighting from San Francisco, the 26th of November, 2025. This one's a little bit of a slow mover, so I'm a little iffy on it. Like I say, I always have the apps ready because it could be a satellite, but the witness was surprised enough to pull out their phone and start recording. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think this is? Again, I'm usually a little bit more iffy on the slow movers, but that doesn't mean that they're not UFOs. It just means we need to do a little bit more research. Next, we have another sighting from California, this time in La Quinta. And this occurred on the 5th of December 2025. The 5th in La Quinta? Huh? And I love it. It occurred at 6 in the morning and the witness was extremely happy and excited to see the UFO. And they actually start talking to it in the sweetest way possible. Take a look.
Good morning, little orb. Nice to see you out over the mountain this morning. Nice and low. Here's this last star out, which is probably, I'd say, Venus, maybe. Look up at all the palm trees. There's a full moon. 6 o'clock in the morning, full moon. And then let's see if the little orb's doing down low over the tree. Oh, where is it? Oh, there he is. See how it's like beaming off and on, shining. Not a star, it's too low, it's right above the mountain. Definitely an orb, not a plane. There's a little orb hanging out over the mountain. That's their mountain, they're always over that mountain back there. That's where I always film them. Until the helicopter comes and then they blink out. Super cute. Jeez. Oh, he just moved sideways. Oh, geez, that's my hand. Sorry. But it's moving sideways too. If you see that branch that's staying still, you can see it bopping in between the branch back and forth. That's like your still point, is the tree branch is going in between. See how it kind of goes back and forth? Without me, I mean, I could be moving the camera, but it's still moving itself back and forth between that branch. Which show you that it's kind of hovering. That's what's happening. Is he gonna click out? Okay, over 2 minutes now, so just notice how low it is over the mountain and on the tree line, because once again, if you look up, you can see the scope of where it is. There's the trees, and there it is way down low over the mountain. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's, look, it moved from in between there to the, and now it's going down behind the branch. Because I've not moved, I'm standing in the same spot. So it's moving. Okay, almost 3 minutes, and I know you don't want to see a long video of stuff, even if it is interesting, I think. Bye-bye.
Now that is a fascinating and peculiar sighting. I love the energy she brought to it because we never know what's listening, right? But I thought it was a great sighting because if you notice, there was actually low visibility on that UFO. And as we've talked about before, while we love those clear UFO videos, one of the 5 observables is that they have that low visibility. And that did look more like a blur of an orb, or almost even transparent. So I'm gonna give it that 5 observable of low observability and call this an excellent sighting. Next, we have another interesting sighting with low visibility. And this time the craft looks more diamond shaped, something we've seen a lot more recently. This sighting occurred on the 6th of June 2025 in Germany. And you're gonna see this strange, barely visible, well, it is visible, it's just, I guess, distorted thing in the sky with an occasional, what I feel like is a light coming out underneath. It makes no sense, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What's going on here? This is another one of those interesting sightings where I truly wish that there was more information, more video, more clarity, but I also understand that that lack of visibility is one of the big 5 observables and kind of proves that it is in fact a UFO. From the US to Germany and now back to South America, this time in Brazil. This next sighting occurred on the 25th of June 2025, and it showcases what looks like, I guess you could say, a boomerang UFO. However, to me it looks like a cylindrical shaped tube-like UFO that was bent in the middle ever so slightly, and it's so weird. Take a look. I don't think I've ever seen a craft like that, where it looked like just ever so slightly bent. We've seen the full-on boomerang where it's a full curvature, but again, that just looked like a bent pole. Next, we have an actual saucer-shaped craft captured in Colombia on the 11th of April, 2025. South America tends to have a ton of UFO sightings, and they do still get what is called the traditional flying saucer, so I think this video is so cool. Smash like and take a look. Again, just fascinating. I only wish that we were able to see it take off, because we've heard of the weird tilt to take off method for quite some time now. It would have been really great to see that in this video. And there are so many more sightings coming in every day, including older sightings that are now coming out and surfacing for the first time because people feel more comfortable sharing these videos, and because the world is much more connected and the internet is much more vast than it used to be before. So expect to not just see brand new sightings happening every day, but older sightings that in my opinion are a lot more believable, because back then they didn't have AI. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you made it this far, smash that like. I'm still a little sick, but I'm getting a lot better, and I'll see you all in the next video.